It's the rundown. It's August 6th, 7th?
No, you had it.
What was August 5th? We had something on August
Rough and
5th.
Rowdy.
I knew there was an event that I should know the date. And
You already did it, though, babe. You're good. You already did your job on
October 5th.
Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky.
We're doing a lot of fifths.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it easy. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Shout out.
Wow.
Birthdays everywhere.
Look at that.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
And you know, almost every month has a 5th.
Fuck.
Crazy.
That's fucked up.
Lisa mattresses. Lisa.com/Barstool. $10 off any premium mattress. Use Lisa. Who's doing that? Did you guys do that?
No.
Goldberg, Watermelon
I think
Twins.
it's-
Who's writing on it?
Idiot.
Goldberg, idiotic watermelon twins. I think it's the Snapchat show.
And they don't erase it?
Yeah, it just fucks your world up.
All right.
It fucks just like if you want to take down Barstool, just
He's
start
Ron
writing
Burgundy.
words
He's
on
Ron Burgundy.
different whiteboards.
It's not
and
that
letting
crazy
Dave
to
walk
be
by
like
and just-
distracted on my whiteboard.
It's
that
very
people are just
obvious what
writing
was the ad and what was
random
just
code.
scribble.
Yeah, but I don't. All right. Ohio State. So this, you knew they were going to do it. Nutty college football fans do nutty college football things. They hold a rally for Urban Meyer. Some crazy fan, bunch of people showed up. Hey,
Tommy.
get control of this room.
Quiet on the set, please. Quiet on the set.
Tommy, that was the.
He says
that
it
was,
into the
that
mic,
was
too.
like Donnie and Donnie didn't even hear
Make
you.
it louder.
No one's even. That was even worse. Yell, Tommy.
Quiet,
Yeah, I
hey,
want to
guys.
see your. I want to see your loudest yell.
Dan, quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Give me your hardest, loudest yell. Go, just do it.
Just
though.
do it anyway.
Do it.
Quiet on the set.
There we go.
That's how you quiet a set
Way to go,
down.
Tommy.
Now everybody's talking.
Ohio State, they hold a rally for Urban. There's a couple signs. One of them, the highlight sign for me that illustrates. There's no better way to show you're, for women and care deeply about domestic assault than to have a college football favorite coach sign that starts with Me Too. So one of the he's holding Me Too, like Urban Meyer deserves
I
a
shouldn't
second
laugh,
chance.
but
I mean, to hold.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And listen, again, I'm a mission guy, and I want to be clear, Tommy.
Yeah.
There's no agenda here.
Totally clear.
unbiased.
Nope.
But these Ohio State fans show why Ohio State has a reputation of being one of the dumbest fan bases in the world and why only idiots go there. To listen, let the facts come out, and if he did nothing wrong, then stay. I want him to be there as a competitor because we haven't really beat him, so I'd like the chance to beat him. I don't want to beat him by him being somebody who's basically condones.
When you say you haven't really beat him, you have not beat him, right?
Well, no, we
Haven't
beat
really.
Did you?
him. Yeah,
I don't think you did.
I think we did once.
I don't know if you
Be ahead.
did.
Fact check for me, Tommy.
I think you beat Luke Fickle.
But wasn't that his team there?
No, Luke Fickle was the guy who came after Tressel.
This is a semantic thing. We're
I mean,
talking.
it is and it isn't.
I mean, it's semantics because what we're talking about here is domestic abuse, which I think is a very serious issue.
yeah. Okay.
So I don't know why we're talking about on the field stuff. I'm talking about whether he should be there, Dan. I said I'd like him to stay. I hope he didn't silently endorse
hope so,
one of his
too.
assistant coaches
Agreed.
choking,
Strong
punching,
agree.
doing all this. And Ohio State fans, without knowing the facts,
No,
it's pretty
they
incriminating.
Never beaten Urban Meyer.
So I would hope
Yeah.
that they have more ethical internal fortitude than thinking is about on the field and not being this stupid fan base, which a lot of people say they are, real dummies, in that we just let the facts play out. That's all.
All right, I mean, I personally think these fans exist in every single college football town. Like every single college football, we say this all the time. Like every fan base, yes, there are some that are maybe more idiotic, they're more boisterous, they're more vocal, but every fan base has a group of fans that are like this.
Can I
thing that
interrupt
confuses
you, though?
me, yeah.
You have to, when you say that, you got to put a clarification, which could be a whole different blog, like college football towns. Like Cal,
Yes.
they're not doing it.
No.
So like Stanford, they're not doing
Major
it.
Yes.
programs.
Right.
Major,
So-
sick in the head. All
I
we
think
have
we all
to live
knew what
for
I was saying. I'm not
program.
talking
Right.
about Colorado State.
No,
I'm
but-
talking
But
about
the places where like the
SEC
entire
schools,
state,
Big
Alabama,
Ten,
the whole state is
Yeah.
like,
Well, not all Big
Florida
Ten. Like
State.
Northwestern, they're not doing it. Indiana,
Northwestern,
they're not
Purdue,
doing
they
it.
might not, but like
Right.
ACC.
Like I don't know that they do it at Wisconsin.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how this would play out at Wisconsin, to be totally honest.
That's what I
think
mean,
he'd
yeah.
just be fired right away.
Yeah, right. So
Right.
that's what I mean. Wisconsin, I don't think.
Right.
But those top programs are all going to have it. Let's put it
I
that
don't
way.
know that
I mean,
Michigan has it, to be totally honest.
I think Michigan would have it.
Granted, we haven't
Dude,
had a coach
what
that's
are you talking
won,
about
like-
Michigan doesn't have it? Like, the Walmart Wolverines would be out in full force, Dave. Yes. Have
Maybe.
a little
I mean, if
self-awareness
Harbaugh
on that.
starts
It
to
would.
like really deliver and something goes down, you will have people rallying for him no matter what.
Yes. But
No matter
here's
what.
the part that I don't understand. These people that are out there rallying, I would assume they are the like epicenter of the wait for all the facts to come out crew, right? Which I kind of agree. Like, you have to see what happens. You have to see all the facts. But if you go and do a rally being like, save Urban Meyer, like, isn't that not waiting for all the facts
I was going
to
to say,
come out?
I would not call them the wait for all the facts to come out. I would say they're the ones who are just rallying for him.
Oh,
matter
no,
what.
see, I think they're the people
I think they hope that the
online
facts-
who
yeah.
will just reply, be like,
Correct.
you don't know all the facts
Right,
yet.
but if the facts were to come out, I think they would just spin it.
Yeah,
Urban
stand by
Meyer
it. Yeah.
could be like dabbling in slave trade with conclusive proof, and they
Maybe
would
they
want
Well, you
him
saw,
as the coach.
I mean, I don't think we talked about it yesterday's rundown, but you saw his statement on Friday. He's just passing it up. Of
course.
Yeah. He's going with the line that they told the AD, and the AD should have done something, and he didn't.
If you thought anything else was coming, you're
But
crazy.
which is anybody who was sticking with the college football at programs. He's the president of Ohio State.
He owns
Nick Saban's the
everything.
president
It's
of the state
best
of
part about
Alabama.
this.
Joe Paterno. So when these guys pass it up, it's like, what are you talking
Urban
about?
Meyer is the most powerful man in Ohio, but then the minute that he gets in trouble, he's got a boss just like the rest of us.
Yes, yeah. So
And that guy's job is basically to do this.
Yeah.
If it goes down, it's like, we
I have
gotta
a
protect
question,
Urban.
another question on this subject. Honestly, if you had to guess, because there's obviously rational people at Ohio State or any of these schools for the most part, what do you think, if you polled them all, if you could get everybody who roots for Ohio State, season ticket holders, what do you think the vote would be on keeping them or getting rid of them?
75% chance. 75% keep him.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I think it would be get rid.
No.
I think that if
I was going to
how
say maybe
all
more
these
like
things play
60-40,
out,
but
how all these things play out, the news hits, everyone reacts, then you get enough time away from it. There's other news stories that fill the vacuum.
Stop caring.
And then they all sit there and they're like,
He wins games.
he wins a lot of games.
if there, by
That's
the,
the-
by,
that's the
by
reality
the
of
time
it.
the legality of all this plays out, he will have won a few big games.
That's the reality
Football
of it.
Saturdays
Well,
will be
no,
back.
they're
not a
they're-
good
no,
thing.
They're saying it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, that
They said
was
that decision's coming in 2 weeks.
that was a wild move by Ohio State. I do not understand that. I thought they would just put him on administrative leave and let it kind of just like, all right, we'll get to late August, and then right around Labor Day we'll be like, all right, he's got a 4-game suspension.
2
But
weeks.
to say 2 weeks and put a time on themselves,
I think he's gone still. I don't think he survives.
I think he
this.
would have been gone if he was
I don't know. I just don't.
Well, I
I'm
don't-
a cynic. I'm a cynic in all these situations. Like, the guy wins football games, and I know how big time programs. That's all.
I mean,
that matters.
no one at the end of the day, unfortunately, as sick as this sounds, nobody really cares about. It's like nobody cares about Zach Smith's wife, really. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
You know what I
Urban
mean?
Meyer
It's
doesn't clearly.
Like I'm
Right.
saying, like of course it's a topic and they are concerned about it, but it's not like this woman
Yeah.
was in their everyday life. So I think that they will be more prone as time goes on to just worry about their football games than to worry about this coach's wife that they don't ever know.
I just think the perception and the times we live in right now, if they keep him, it'll be an avalanche of negative publicity.
But Kevin's exactly right. It's the brutal honesty of the situation.
Yeah, but nobody ever do people actually care about like Harvey Weinstein's victim? No one knows them. It's
Right.
The
That's
act.
why I'm saying
brutal
that.
honesty.
That's why a lot of
the
times
act
people
is
get
still,
away with it.
The
Like,
act
why
is
people
still
move on.
pretty heinous, obviously, of hiding it. I'm not talking about the actual act. I'm talking about Urban's silent complicity, and that's what you are. If he's in his position, he allows it to happen, he's complicit. Just like some could say I'm complicit in the swatting that we haven't fired Devlin. That wasn't
Just
a
put
bad
your ass
subject.
in the
I was
jackpot.
gonna say,
Like, I
I don't know why you did that.
you just
but
kept on
continue.
talking and put yourself in
No,
there.
I don't care.
Just hopped in there with Urban.
Yeah, I'm going to do a press conference on that later, so I'm hinting to it. Sticking with football, this chick in a place in Ontario, I don't know what kind of, laugh out loud funny. She is,
What do you got, Thomas?
No, I don't know.
it's in Ontario, but she is bodying some dude throughout the front part of the restaurant. There's a black dude in the back who is absolutely having the time of his life watching this guy just get bodied.
I mean, perfect for him.
Perfect for him. And at first, I watched it a couple times to be like, is this real? Because she is ragdolling this guy all over the joint. I watched it 20 times, 100 times. I loved it every one.
It's the blind side, man.
yeah.
Like, sign her up.
Yeah.
You need to protect your quarterback. This is your girl.
And you love that she plays through the E and the whistle. Like he got up, she was still there.
Right back
She was
down.
making sure that he was not getting to that quarterback, no matter what.
Another story that's starting to pick up wind. I hate to see it, actually. Shut
up.
I do. I hate to see it because he's helping the kids, LeBron James. So we talked about school. I gave him credit. I started hinting. I didn't want to make it a national story. So LeBron James' press tour. He's got this school, the I Promise school, that was a shrine to himself. It made it seem when this hit and everyone's sucking his dick that he paid for the entire school. He is actually paying for 20% of it, $2 million to $10 million. There's an article in Cleveland.com, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, I believe, a reputable newspaper, trying to break it down. And there's quotes from Akron congressman being like, it's a little unusual how he's taking credit for all of it when we're paying for 80% of it and it's a public school. The critics are saying this was basically a publicity stunt by LeBron, that he couldn't have spent $2 million better to draw more attention to himself, make him more marketable. I don't know how I feel. I know this. If I had as much money as he did, I'd just pay for the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
You paid for the entire police officer's salary.
Yeah, double.
Double.
Pay for
Barstool
everybody's salary
did,
here
but
out of
yeah.
your pocket.
Guys,
Yeah.
This is what
again,
you do.
I'm
You created us.
I'm not criticizing it, but it's pretty interesting the way this rolled out, that he paid for everything when in fact he doesn't. He bolted for LA, left the taxpayers holding the bag. Both sides.
Just presenting facts.
That's what it is.
Yeah. That's exactly what you did.
Okay.
I mean, I don't disagree that if the public, like, if the taxpayers paid for 80% of this, they should get some credit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
LeBron should have been like, hey, I paid for this and you
Yeah.
paid for that.
He made a $2 million
Yes.
donation to a
Yes.
public school. And
I have
for
no
that,
problem with
I
the,
think he
him.
made like the $2 million, and I think the school is very much like,
a shrine to him.
yeah, like it's like he's like the figurehead of it.
It's
Which I
almo-
think actually brings more publicity to it. Like
Definitely.
if Ohio just opens up a new school, whatever, nobody cares. You open up a LeBron James school, and there is publicity, and there are going to be other people interested in it,
And
possibly
other
more
athletes
donations,
possibly helping in different
like
ways
the way
in
they
their
did it is
communities.
probably best for the kids.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've heard a couple comparisons. Maybe it would be like a rich, like Francis, donating like a library to Harvard. Very similar. Like, $2 million, here's a grant, go open a library, put my name on it.
But Harvard already has like a shitload of money.
Well, but like a private school, like just donating to the
but it's
analogy-
a public school.
No, but I'm saying like donating money to a school just to see your name on it. That's essentially what he did.
Yeah,
I'm not
but if it was
saying
in
that.
if it was in like not the best neighborhood where they needed a library.
I was gonna
then
say, a
think it's
library
little
is just like,
different.
all right, you go to the library, you read
Well-
books. This is like you get tuition, you get the bike, you get
Right,
this meals,
again,
you get the food, the
again,
car,
I don't
the-
want-
What is that stuff? Is that LeBron? Is
don't-
he doing the college tuition?
Well,
So that matters.
right,
That's
that-
it right there.
Right, and again, some people said that's a Scott Stott situation. Like, let's wait till the kids
Go.
grad,
Future
like,
big,
like,
future LeBron thing.
right,
Right.
like, I mean, these
But
kids
he-
aren't going to be in
but-
college. He may be dead by then. I mean,
but-
that's a long time off.
So there's $2 million into the school, $8 million from the taxpayers, but all that other stuff that was listed, that came out of LeBron's pocket.
But
no?
he hasn't paid for any of that yet.
Well, he
Well,
did.
the-
He got
the
like them all
tuition, no, but they
computers
all
and
get computers.
stuff.
Oh no,
Bikes,
that's
all that
that's
shit.
the $2 million. That's part of the $2 million.
So I think that's.
So I mean, and some
That's
would say
important, though. I mean,
you have
I
an
don't know,
$8 million
if
school
taxpayers
without
open
a
up-
LeBron shrine.
just
Right,
like,
but
can
if
we just-
taxpayers
can we
open up a
stop?
school and LeBron James gives you all the other special things that separate
Well,
schools, then it's a
Kevin,
difference.
again, I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate
we-
here, but you could have an $8 million state-of-the-art school or a $10 million with $2 million worth of LeBron shoes in it. That's what they got. They got the $10 million with the $2 million LeBron shrine.
Can we just take a step back and just laugh at the ridiculousness of this? Because the idea of Dave being like, ooh, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, like reading a newspaper article, be like, interesting. This is making a lot of sense. Like, how do you get Dave to read something like more than one paragraph? You say that it's something that's revealing LeBron is a fraud. He's like, oh, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, a reputable newspaper that we all
My
know
favorite
and love.
publication.
Yeah.
I've always
You
said,
should
I've
give-
long said the Cleveland
you
Plain
should-
Dealer is the most reliable newspaper in the
you
world.
should donate to Cleveland Plain Dealer. Make sure it
Maybe I
stays
will.
alive.
This is like that. This is like Spotlight. This is like
This is Dave Portnoy's Spotlight.
it exactly is.
Yeah.
Like digging deep. What was the movie? I watched a movie the other day. It was the Washington Post. What's the movie with Tom Hanks? Post.
Yeah.
Conveniently named Post. This is very similar. As journalists in a city that they worship the untouchable, putting their line on, to put their reputation and go against the grain.
Dave, you are a funny cat, man. You are a funny fucking dude.
Straightforward.
Everyone knows you stand up for the little guy.
I do. It's honest and
See,
integrity.
that was funny because that was like that's real. Like you know what I mean?
I do.
That's why it's funny.
Davey Nantucket stands up for the little guy.
We have a mugshot showdown. Two ends of the spectrum. We have this one girl who got arrested for weed, Texas A&M student. Shout out Casey. She always says there's pretty girls there. This girl's pretty. We say there's ugly people there.
No, we didn't say there's ugly people.
No, I have.
Oh, I just said there's weirdos.
Well, that too.
The class rank.
Right. She
Ugly
got
weirdos. We'll
Fair.
meet in the middle.
She got
Yeah.
arrested for smoking weed, but she had such great makeup. She makes makeup tutorials. What's happening?
There's noise again, Tommy. You're terrible at this.
Makeup tutorials. So now she's got like a bazillion views. She's getting rich from telling people how to do their makeup. It actually did look spectacular makeup.
Yeah.
It was really talented.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have Goldberg, the goalie from the Mighty Ducks, not looking good.
You could use some makeup.
Yeah, so two
Get those
opposites
two
at the
together.
end of the spectrum. What do you think the more remarkable story? This girl going famous or Goldberg?
No, I mean Goldberg.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Goldberg was one of the most jarring thing I've seen on the internet in a long
38.
time. He looks like he's 138. He
Sad.
looks like a
Very
full-blown
sad.
meth head, like faces of death type shit. It takes a lot to really like. I gasped when I saw that. It
Yeah.
takes a lot to really shock me now on the internet. I was stunned.
That was not good.
One of the great ethical debates of all time, which I didn't know was an ethical debate, 50 Cent. So 50 Cent's a strip club, and the strippers and the bartenders are getting ready to have a
know the answer to this, by the
Jets
way.
for Sharks type war on who gets the tips.
I can't
so
figure
all
this
the
out.
money's near the strippers. By the way, we're just posting videos with like ass shaking everywhere, which is bold. Someone scoops half the money off 50 Cent and gives it to the bartenders. It's interesting. I never knew the bartenders were like getting part of the tips.
Who's kind of more important? Because I understand you're there for the strippers, but if you go to a strip club and it's dry and there's no booze, that's a problem.
Yeah,
So-
but anybody can bartend, and if you get like a lap dance, a lot of times, or like they're like, you got to buy your stripper drinks.
I thought it was they pay out a little bit. To the
Yeah, I think it should be like a 80-20.
10%.
Yeah,
Not to mention, if you get a
90-10.
drink, it's like $3,000 for a drink.
Also,
so they
you
get-
gotta if you're a stripper now, you gotta pay out the bartenders, the bouncers, the DJ guy, the guy who makes sure. I guess that would be the bouncer who like slaps you in the face.
Thank you, Tommy.
He is not keep control of this.
No,
You know what the problem is? You need him.
Oh!
it's abnormally
There
loud.
we go, Tommy.
It's abnormally loud.
Do not. Tommy does not want to ask again. That's what he said.
What an asshole.
Tommy, let's
Strippers
see
have to get
if they
the
respect you.
vast majority, the serious lion's share of this money.
Can I?
But bartenders are important too.
Can I tell you what? By the way, I don't like when there's hot bartenders at a strip club's like
Like, why
be a
aren't you
stripper.
dancing? Yeah.
Like I'm in here for strippers. Why are you a hot bartender that like I can't get a dance? It's like what
Yeah,
the
and
fuck?
those girls are usually the ones that really clean
Yeah.
up, because it's almost like you want what you can't have.
I was stunned that the stripper just let 50 Cent like scoop that money.
I think
That
50
seems
Cent
like a
does whatever he wants.
yeah, but that's still a strippers. I don't think are like that. Seems like you take a stripper's money, and that's like a problem most of the
Yeah.
time.
I feel like they know let 50 do his thing because he'll take care
He'll
of
probably
it.
take
He's there like
care
every
of
night.
it. Yeah,
probably.
right.
Mike Fiers, he is a pitcher. He was on the Astros, right? And then traded to the A's. He is the one who busted Stanton's face wide open with the fastball. Then he came up and in on him in a later date, and then Stanton didn't like it. Stanton went deep later in the at-bat. They exchanged words. So he gets traded. Somebody tweets at Mike Fiers, why don't you, I hope you break Stanton's face again, essentially, with the fastball. Fiers likes that tweet. Is that a problem?
Did Stanton know? Did Stanton say anything?
He does.
I
I'm
don't
sure he
think
does
Stanton
now.
has replied.
I don't think he'll reply like online or whatever. But
Do you
I
think
he
that's
knows.
worthy of suspension?
We're in a weird spot where like retweets and likes matter in this world now. It sounds stupid, but like it's basically co-signing that kind of shit. I don't think we're at the level yet where you can actually act on it.
I think
Like,
you can act on that.
You think so?
I
You think
do.
the
I
league
know
will?
that's like a pussy thing, but
I don't think it is. I think it matters.
Like, you
but,
threw a
like,
fastball
I don't
for
think,
the-
Just
I don't think
saying
it will happen.
Not the action.
I mean, this is. you know.
What is that?
So you can't say certain things on the internet.
Like swatting?
Yeah,
me?
yeah, like I think you still gotta wait till if the action is what's punishable, not the saying of it.
It's too bad. I've learned a lot on Twitch lately. Just
Learned a
side
lot.
rant. It's pretty important. It'll be like, hey, we lost Twitter because some idiot just like threatened a crime.
Yeah,
It's bad.
Yeah, I didn't understand it until yesterday.
Yeah, when we lost that Twitch
Very
account.
bad.
Were you there when somebody thought he was fired for real?
No, but
I
Oh,
was-
wait. I don't think Smitty thought. We all thought it.
No, but
Smitty
it was-
wasn't in the room.
No, that Smitty came in and goes,
Oh.
I'm fired. Like dead serious.
Tommy loved
Made
it.
the whole thing worth it.
We were in
Damn, we
radio.
loved it.
We were in radio. Dave goes, "Well, what am I gonna do now? I have to fire Smitty." And the whole office goes quiet. And he goes, "Guys, that was a joke." And he goes, "I can't believe you guys thought that was serious." So I was like, "Why would you not think
Yeah.
it was serious?"
Smitty's danced through the raindrops here for 2 decades. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
it's
fire
true.
him because we lost the Twitch
It's
account
true.
because Devlin's a moron.
He's got everything. Smitty can
true.
do whatever he wants.
It's true.
I don't know, again, all these excuses ring hollow, and I don't agree with that. And whether it be Devlin or other people, I think they're very much is what I think
Yeah.
people are forgetting. Like the way we operate here, and the bigger we get, it's like you can't just fucking go
No,
around
of
like
course not.
talking.
But I, mean, I just say I don't.
And I don't know whether
think-
we'll ever get this back, but I mean, I may have to let Smitty go now. Like, what's he gonna do? Nothing. That was a joke.
We got you.
That was a fucking joke.
I was like, holy shit.
We got.
What
You
would it
can't-
take?
you
What
can't-
would it take for Smitty to get fired?
I think it's impossible.
You got a weird I think you got a weird soft spot for Smitty. You
No,
always have.
no.
has
People,
a weird soft spot for everybody.
as long as I generally am like,
Your heart was in the right place.
if we're in, like, let's say a blog or world war breaks out. If
Right.
I can point, be like, pick up a sword, we got to go fight, and I'm confident
You
that person,
know that person's gonna do it. Yeah,
then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Unless he's in the shower,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
But even then, I think Smitty would have
No,
been
I know, when the
like,
chips are down, yeah.
Yeah, if it's like all hell breaks loose, and I know everyone's like it's a Braveheart scene, and everyone's running together. If I still
Yes.
have full confidence you're
I'd
running
agree
with
with
us,
that. I'd agree
then
Smitty
it's
would
like,
pick it up.
Then you're pretty much safe here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's really the test.
loyal guy.
It's quite the test for employment.
That's
Like, do you
crazy
do anything
test.
here? No,
If
but would you
get
kill
past-
someone with a
if you
sword?
get
Yes,
past-
they're in.
If you get past Dave Portnoy's crazy hypothetical of a world war that was only
Do you get
fought
any
by
views,
bloggers,
any jokes, any clicks?
You can have
when
a
you
job.
fight?
Yeah, it's kind of that way. I mean, it's as crazy as it is. It's like if the Anchorman, like that newsroom
Yeah,
war
yes.
breaks out.
Yes.
And
Smitty
I
throwing
know
trident.
Oh my God.
you missed some. You weren't there for when I tried to do. I begged him not to do it. We had that carnival day of the ring the bell.
Yeah.
And I knew he was going to. I'm like, don't do it because his shoulder. He'll do it, hurt his shoulder, and then he'll say, try to do it for the video for the team.
And then
you
he'll
could
be
tell
out-
he tweaked his shoulder.
He'll
It's
be
like,
out for 3 months.
oh man, what a world! What a world! All right, that's it. It's nothing else.
Tommy, good job. They didn't get back. They didn't get loud again.
You didn't have to say it again.
That's clearly as we've broken down how you get fired here.
Yeah. It's as clear as day.
Because people don't get it. They're like,
Yeah.
you committed a felony. How's he still working there?
And